my own, almost glad to be alone until love came in on time, oh, on time.
Hi Moon Babies, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I am going to be talking about something a little different than I usually do, which is 23 signs on whether you are clairsentient or not. Now, quick disclaimer, anyone can learn to be clairsentient, but some are just naturally in tune with their energy more than others. Some aren't even aware that they're clairsentient. So hopefully these 23 signs today can either help you awaken that gift within you or help you learn more new things if you're already aware of that gift. If that interests you, please keep watching. Now, clairsentience is something that can be used to connect with your inner emotions, and those inner emotions actually help you connect with your higher self, the spirit world, all sorts of things. This gift can be super potent if you know how to use it properly. Sign number 1, you are extremely sensitive to energies around you. Now, this also applies for empath. I am both an empath and clairsentient, but like I said, being sensitive to energies is definitely a huge sign that you're clairsentient. Sign number 2, you get very anxious in places that have a violent past. This could be anywhere really. It depends on the town you live in, the city you live in, anywhere. Basically, if you feel anxious in a place where there was past violence, that means you're very connected to yourself or in tune. Number 3, you can tell the feeling or energy of the room just by walking into it. You can literally tell if people are stressed or happy or cheerful. And no joke, you guys, if you're in tune with yourself on this sort of level, it is so overwhelming because I could literally walk into a room filled with people and not only do I feel all of their emotions at once, but you can just feel the tension of the room. You can feel the main focus of the energy. Number 4. Now this one isn't super common because it's not something I really do unless I'm like actually focusing on my clairsentience that day. Basically what it is describing a room or place or person or thing as heavy or light energy wise. Like if you're explaining something to someone and you're like, yeah, the energy in the room just felt super heavy, you know, that's a sign because you're aware that you can feel whether energies are heavy or light around you. Number 5, you can immediately judge the energy or intentions of a person when you meet them. This is something that I'm really good at actually. Whenever I usually meet a person, I can feel if they like me or not. Like I can literally feel whether they like me or not. I'm really good at pretending, like if I have to. So if I'm around people who I know don't like me, obviously I'm not gonna feed into it or be negative or anything. I'm just gonna ignore them or just go along with whatever facade they're putting on themselves. Number 6, when you are relating to a person and their emotions, you can literally relate to almost any situation, no matter what it may be. Like if it's something you've never experienced but someone's telling you, you can almost literally feel their emotions and connect with them through that way. Number 7, you can literally get chills by being revealed to a spiritual truth. This happens to me all the time, like sometimes, especially with synchronicities, sometimes it blows my mind. You know, I'm just like, I can't believe that I can literally feel this energy. I can literally connect in this way. But yeah, so that's number 7. Number 8, you can literally sense ghosts, spirits, deities, anything, whatever it is around you, you can feel them. I personally can not only feel them, but I see them most of the time. A lot of the time I'll ignore them because obviously, I mean, who wants to acknowledge a spirit? You don't want to let them know that you know they're there. Number 9, your terminology rather than I see that or I know that is I feel that. When you're a clairsentient, you literally rather, in situations when things happen, instead of I know or I see, you can literally feel things and you know that. Number 10, in order to help people most of the time, you can feel their feelings and pain. So usually clairsentients, when helping a person, base their strategy off of what a person is feeling because they themselves can literally feel and connect with that feeling that the person is having. Number 11, you get nauseous around violence or darkness. This isn't something I really resonate with much. I don't get nauseous, but I do get like very, very, very anxiety written when situations like that are going on, and I guess in turn can make me nauseous, but it's never gotten that bad for me personally. Number 14, without explanation, you're able to feel cool breezes or just temperature changes in a room in general. I literally can relate with this on so many levels. When I'm in a room, sometimes I'll literally feel like a cool breeze all of a sudden, which I usually ignore because I don't like to acknowledge them personally. Some people do. Some people think it's fun. That's not my cup of tea, I guess. But yeah, I've literally had these experiences and I have them all of the time. I can literally feel it. Number 13. Your senses tend to literally connect with things around you. Depending on the place you're in, the situation you're in, your senses tend to sort of adapt immediately, which is something that I sort of have, but sometimes it can be really hard for me to adapt to situations right away, especially if they make me uncomfortable. Number 15. You can sense the energy between two people when they're angry at each other or happy, sad, whatever it may be. You can literally sense the tension between two people and you can tell when something is going on, which I have this all of the time. I literally know when people are, you know, on bad terms or having any bad tension or anything like that. I can feel it. Number 16, you experience strange sensations on the top of your head. I personally have never paid attention enough to know this, so I can't really relate. I'm sure there are people out there who probably literally are like, okay, whoa, that explains everything now. But for me personally, I've never actually paid attention to the top of my head to know whether or not I had that experience. So if that's one of the signs for you, then more power to you. Number 17, when you are alone in a room, you can literally feel weird presence or energy from whatever something may be that you're in the room with. But I get this all of the time, you guys. No joke, I swear. And it doesn't matter what house I move to, it seems like I'm always surrounded by some sort of presence. I assume that it's probably my guardian angels, but I don't know. I just know that I am always in a room with some sort of being. Number 18, when someone explains an experience to you or, you know, something that happened previously in their life or maybe even way back when, you can literally feel those feelings they had back then during that time of their life. Number 19, the moment you feel a weird tingling sensation or change in energy or anything when you're in a room with someone or wherever you may be, you get super alert and immediately know and are aware of what's going on. Number 20, your mood is influenced by people you are around when it comes to their emotions. So if you're around people that are extremely sad, mad, whatever it may be, the downside to this is it can be very awkward because you're aware of the feelings they're feeling even if they haven't told you, and it can completely affect your mood. There have been times where I've been extremely happy and then I'm just around someone who's just like an energy vampire and immediately my mood is like destroyed. Number 21, you get random surges of energy throughout your body. This happens to me all of the time, especially during ritual work or the moon, full moon energy, or even the new moon energy. Sometimes I feel huge energy surges and it blows my mind. But I also feel that during meditation, especially if you're anything like me and while you meditate, you tend to picture a huge beam of white light cleansing your body. Literally, no joke, you guys. Works every time. It's like a huge energy surge just hits you. Number 22. You can usually spot a liar immediately when it comes to gut feelings. This one is huge for me, you guys, because I can literally tell when a person is lying, but I'm the type of person who doesn't say anything. I won't address it head on. Like, I'll literally just sort of go with the flow and not let them know that I'm aware that they're lying to me. Usually that's when I just sort of like cut ties with them unexplainably. Usually that's not the best way to do things. Sometimes it's healthier to talk things out. But for me, if I know you're lying to me or you have bad intentions, it is bye-bye. Last but not least, you guys, number 23. This one is something that I resonate with a lot. But you can usually tell by your inner feelings whether something you plan is going to work out or not, without even having explanation or, you know, signs or anything like that, without having to explain it. You literally know that your plan is going to work out, or you know when something's not going to work out. For me, usually I know. I can tell when something's going to work out or not. But a lot of the time it depends on the situation, whether you want to withdraw yourself from that or whether you want to just sort of go with it and see if you're right. A lot of the times if I know I'm right about a situation or I know something's going to work out, I will just go along with it, but everyone's different. Anyways, I hope that this helps some of you connect with yourselves a little deeper today, and I hope that this helps at least some person out there. But as I always say, do a good deed, spread that lunar love, and peace and love, man.